Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. That's right. We've been around the world, baby. We've taken this show around the world, baby. You've seen it. Helicopters, plane rides, you know it. You know, planes, trains, and automobiles, baby. We've been around the world. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here with your host, Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer, baby. Let's go. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, man. I say that every single day. Get this coat out of here. No coats today. Sorry. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you there, Bobby. I hit Bobby with the coat, man. Dude, right off the dome, too. Did that catch you in the eyelash, dude? Sorry about that. There's nobody here named Bobby. I'm all alone. I'm insane. Shout out to everybody here. Appreciate you. Okay, let's take a look at what's happening to Bitcoin right off the bat and see where we're at, right? I've got a long cooking right now for BTC, and I've also got a long on oil. I'm up $250 on the Bitcoin trade. I'm up $43 on oil. It's to combine about $120,000 in the trade. In positions, we're using about 11,000 at different leverages. One's at 8x, one's at 20x leverage on that oil, baby. And now oil getting the spike that we're looking for, up 23. Bitcoin getting the spike. They should move together. If the dollar drops, both of these trades should rip. The Bitcoin trade doing some damage right now. Let's talk about it. I gave it to the trading group. I called it last night as well. There's no better tweet than a tweet that shows what you did. And it is what it is. And we have these every single day, baby, every single day. But last night I called the local bottom. And this AM we sold the local top. It's fun trading with me and the strategies that I teach. Come learn free of charge every single day on my educational trading show. 10 a.m. to 12, Monday through Friday. You know it. We gave this call at 12 a.m. 1 hour tweezer bottom. I'm looking for the 1 hour to bounce for the next 4 to 5 hours. Bang. And honestly, I'm back to myself again. Off the painkillers. Haven't had a painkiller in, I think, a week now. 6 days. I'm feeling just amazing. Like, those were really just, sleeping early. I wasn't able to do that 12 a.m. call. Sometimes I was, and look, I woke up, there you go, and I give you the exact direction. I tell you when to get in. Put a stop below, and it's, again, tweezer bottom. Wait for the green candle to close next to a red one. This is simple stuff. You can do this. Just have control of your risk, and don't be a maniac. I'm telling you right now, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I say you should be taking as financial advice. But look, you get in the trade at 12. I woke up at 6 a.m. and bang, we were in the money. And I went crazy in the group. I was like, yeah, dude, but you know how it is. You wake up, you're like, yes. And you wake up early bird style. I do this for a living. This is my life. It's God, family, and the charge. God bless everybody out here who puts God first in their life. I love you. If you don't, it's okay. I don't judge you. I love you no matter what you do. All right, we're all children of God, no matter what. So shout out to everybody out there. Appreciate each and every one of you. And why am I just, today? You don't always have to be so, I feel good. Look, can I actually do it like I used to? This is how it used to be back in the day, man. You know what I mean? This is how it all started. Just a collared shirt. I don't think I could do it without my glasses anymore. It's just too hard to see. Oh, wow, a spike for Bitcoin. And then a nasty spike to the downside. They're really doing that to me today, huh? Look at this. Look at this. Let's break down what I see happening for BTC. Let's do our top-down analysis all the way from the monthly, and let's see what's kind of cooking good looking over here. First thing I'm going to take a look at is Bitcoin on the monthly chart. And the first thing we've been looking for is can we please get a green candle next to a red one? You know what I mean? It's just something that we're going to have. We got to have it. We must have this. Please give it to us. And we're getting it right now. First time in 6 months. Are you kidding me? There has to be at least a relief rally, even if it's a sideways shoulder, head. It could even be a right shoulder like that. I've seen this, and then a dump, folks. You don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? I'll be the first one to see this if it does. We'll be on it. We'll see us lose the 4-hour 200. We'll start to make bear flags, and we're like, dang, that's right. The daily will make a right shoulder or so. You know what I mean? You'll see it. You'll see head and shoulders in here on smaller time frames as this is also breaking down. Like, the charts are going to tell you what's going to happen. They have for me. Last night, they told me they were going to break to the upside with high probability. They did. You know what I'm saying? So the charts are going to help you. And look, this kind of looks like last night now. You're in the falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time, folks. You don't go down forever in any asset. You would take wick to wick here, and that would be your measured move, folks. And that would take you all the way here to about 100. And see, that's where it gets tricky. 120,000, right? Yeah. Upwards to, let's see how long I can go without using my glasses. It's crazy, right? Because I started the show no glasses. And something happened when I turned 40 years old, I guess. And you lose I guess the guy said the concave of your eye. We'll get into that later. What am I drinking? Turmeric. A condensed shot of turmeric, in glass. You got to have a glass. Don't play yourself. Okay. Yeah, avoid plastic as much as you can. It's almost impossible, but as much as you humanly can. As much as humanly possible. Yeah, I got to get the brass tacks here. I wish I didn't have to be such a nerd, though. I do look better without the glasses. I don't wear glasses regularly. Like, if you see me in the street, I'm not wearing glasses. You know what I mean? I only wear glasses here because I'm like a nerd doing nerd stuff. So remember that. You may not recognize me in person, but is that the lifer? He doesn't have glasses on. The lifer has glasses. So this is a nice move here, and we've been talking about this regression and this pullback towards the 786, and even if you go all the way down, fine. Relief rally, take us down to the 786, bounce off 40K. And we, so like I'm open-minded to it all. Let it happen. And I know I'm going to identify it because I look at the charts every 5 hours. Even less, every 2 hours, every hour, heck, every 20 minutes. I think every 30 minutes to an hour, I look at Bitcoin. Every day of my life. I went to bed at 12, I was up at 6. First thing I did, when my eyes open, what do you think I did? I was like, did my call go through? Did we do the do? And I'm like looking at the chart, I'm like, and it loads, and you're waiting for it to like click on the Wi-Fi, and then boom. We hit, baby, we hit. You know what I'm saying? Sammy, the everyday hitter, never quitter. We did it again, and only by God's grace, too. I want to always repeat every time I post a win or talk about something that's great, I want to put an asterisk there with God's grace. Nothing is available without God's grace, man. All praise be to God for this channel and for everybody here. Thank you so much for being here. Really, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, it's amazing. So even if you look at the indicators, we're curving on the stochastics, we're very low on the RSI, we're curving on the MACD. The volume is just out of control. Where's the seller volume? I mean, the sellers are done, right? You got falling volume with falling price. I tell you what, man, whenever I've seen falling volume with falling price, tells me that the sellers have lost momentum, like serious momentum. So anyway, this looks on the bigger picture. So every day I look at the bigger picture a couple times a day. And I got to tell you why, because your mind is fleeting and it keeps flowing and ideas keep coming in and out. And if you don't look at the monthly every single day, you're going to forget about it. And you're going to start doing something on the daily or a time frame that doesn't make sense because you're not looking at the bigger picture. I'm here to hone you in every single day, discipline you every single day, pull you back down, and me, both of us. So we both get what we're supposed to do. We both stay disciplined. We both stay focused. We both hit. You see what I'm saying? Very, very important. I haven't even gotten the chat out yet. I haven't seen any of that. Let me take a look at what's happening. I think I even need to post this to the group. I'm slipping right now when it comes to the Discord. But, I mean, we're popping. I wake up in games. I don't got time to play games. I got time to trade with people that want to trade and get it in. If you want to trade and get it in and you want to do it every day and you want to make this a lifestyle, then come on and hang out. We trade gold, silver, Bitcoin, oil, meme coins, big coins, small coins, little coins, your coins, my coins. We all coin together. You know what I'm saying? But we trade it all here on a daily with my day one. Shout out to Stack McChain's been watching me since 100 subscribers or something. Lakochi been with me since very, very beginnings. Sean been with me from very, very beginnings. Like, people don't disappear. The people that stay in my corner stay in my corner for a long time. And that's because we got good relationships and God, creates good people and brings good people in my life. Only amazing people work in my company. I'm telling you right now, like only people with just hearts of gold. Amazing people. Amazing people. 2 week looks good. Weekly finally getting a bullish engulfer. Like something that can really stand for something. And only time will tell. We got 3 days and 10 hours, baby. It's like that LA zip code 310. Let's go. Can we get the bounce? How do I know that? My sister lived in Venice Beach, California for many years. So, I mean, that's a beautiful bullish engulfer. Is it out of the channel? No. It still has to go all the way up here to the top of the channel, and then it could easily get rejected here, folks. Okay? So for me on the bigger time frame, yeah, we got some move, but at least we're very oversold on the weekly. These indicators are very oversold. That's like the longest I've seen the stochastics RSI on the weekly hangout. There and here. Like, it only does that. Even here in the bear market, it wasn't that bad. Like, this is crazy. It takes a lot of sell pressure to create this. So I can't, a lot of people say that we're in a bear market, we're going lower. And what you have to do, I understand that. Like right now, I assume this is a bear flag that's going to go lower. Sam, you just said we're bullish, but you said I assume. I'm confused. All right. This is where I get into this. Like, in trading, you tell yourself the trend is real until the trend breaks. So how would we break this trend? Well, like, what if all of a sudden next week closes this big? Now, yes, it could end up being a bull trap. You never know. But that's confirmation that we're about to make probably an inverted head and shoulder. You see what I'm saying? Like, that starts to build this bridge. Now, if next week we close a nasty red candle, you just got to keep assuming we're inside of this bear flag. So until we get out of this range here, and until we break this resistance, like we're right at here, like 71.5, right here too. See that? Till we break through that, like you have to assume we're in a bear flag that's going lower to 40,000. Does that mean you open up a short immediately? No, the positional time to get in isn't there right now. But you have to just start keeping your mind like, okay, right now, the as a trader, is basically every time you're in a trade, you trade the trend. You see? Now, the good thing about it is we did hit the weekly 200 moving average cut very close. I mean, that's, even if it's not the bottom, look, the last time we hit it there was 21, and we only got to 15. So there was 25% less. So if you took 25% off of 70K, right, put 4 into that, you're looking at like 15 and then 5 divided by 4, right? So 1250. So it's 1620. It's 16,250, right? Right? I think I did that pretty good, right? Is that right? So the idea is this, or 15 is 60, and then the 10 divided by 4, sorry, which is 2,500. No, it's 1750. Yeah, 17,005. Anyway, point is, okay, let me correct myself. Well, because 10 divided by 4, 250, right? And then 60 divided by 4 is 15, and that's how I did it. 15 plus 250. That's how my mind works. I don't know. So that's how I get 70 divided by 4, right? So anyway, the point is 17,250. The point is 17,250 down from here is 43,000, right? So no, 53,000. So to me, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's guaranteed, but I mean, it's just like that's the lowest Bitcoin's ever really gone, below the 200 on the weekly. So, like, bring it on. Like, this is the greatest opportunity in a lifetime for a scarce asset. It's scarcer than it's ever been on exchanges. I think people are going to be in for a rude awakening. Like, this could actually be, you know what I just realized? I'm going to blow everybody's mind. This is insane. I just had an epiphany, man. When I have an epiphany, it's pretty scary. Let's take a look at like a coin that just absolutely went bananas. Trump coin, right? Even controversial. But let's see. Do they have like its actual run up? No, right? A lot of them didn't. It looks funny. They look at Binance. It lists it. Isn't that funny? I was trading it here. Yeah, okay. So it ran up on the 5-day. All right, let's use a different one. Something that I can get to quicker. I don't want to waste time here. So what I want to show you is this. Check it out. So Solana rips up, right? And like at first it has its bumps and dumps, But like literally, like see, like Bitcoin gets high, comes up, gets, like there's a chance that like Bitcoin's like right, like this is Bitcoin right here. Just like it's actually like, you know what I mean? It's not a perfect example. My whole point is like Bitcoin could be so immature, right? That its real rally is this, and its real crash is this. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like 310K, it comes back down to 100,000, right? And that's when people say it's dead. Like, that's when it's gonna be like, whoa, it's gonna be a tough pill to swallow, right? So like, this, and you can say too, like it is in a parabolic curve here that could potentially, has some good legs to really just run up. So, Yeah, this is my more optimistic flow for Bitcoin. Still, at the same time, that's going to take time. Like you're at 310,000. It says November of 2029. 310K by 2030 to me makes sense. The older I get, the more I can wait 3 years. Before, 3 years is like years from now. I couldn't handle that. So there's just like, I've never done that before, this channel before, even for myself. This is the first time that's ever been revealed. I've never seen it. It just kind of came out on the show. I think you guys channel energy that I've never really thought I had. And it just makes the show amazing. So God bless everybody here. You make the show hot. Keep coming back. You make this an amazing experience. Without each and every one of you, who knows where I'd be, or what I'd be doing. I don't know. You guys keep me on track every single day. I really appreciate it. Our oil trade kicking off, man, up $500. Our Bitcoin trade, not so much. Let's see what can happen here. Can we get the push off here for oil? Do they keep threatening the Strait of Hormuz? And, sad to say, I'm just kind of speculating on tension. More tension, more this goes up, a couple more pushes. I'm getting out today, though. This is, I'm trying to make, if I hit the top, I could make, I believe, about, 8,900. And I want to really get that stop to break even. We did just pump pretty hard away from the 21-day moving average. When I was just getting started, though, and it touched the 21 above the 200, that's where, so I just do the same thing every time, everyone. It's very simple stuff. 21 above the 200 here would have caught you a beautiful move. Right there would have caught you a beautiful move. I'm just looking for that beautiful move, baby. Show me a pump in oil. And I gave this to the trading group, too. If you took it, you would be up. I'm not saying I'm up huge. I'm just, I am up 24% on the money I put in. That's pretty dang good. If I took that right now, it would be an amazing gain. If you kept taking 24% on this account, or on $2,000 every time, that's how you would grow. Love the big picture in the long-term analysis. You got to do it, but we got live trades cooking. Bitcoin now matching the loss. So now we're kind of break even on the day here with Bitcoin not playing. And Bitcoin's been kind of an angry bear. It's been trading well at night during the Asian and the London session. It's been giving me heartache during the day. I've been losing my trades on the live. I've been hitting my trades at night. It's just weird. And I can prove it because you can see, like, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, there's another one. So anyway, Bitcoin on the weekly looks like it has to come up a little bit. I've never seen the stochastics this nullified for this long. You would think we would eventually get a push up. That's a beautiful cross there on the stochastics RSI. It's a double bottom, shoulder, head, right shoulder in a way too. Come on, baby. It's time to cycle back up. It's time for the weekly to cycle back up and give us a couple weeks of love. At least get us back up in here to the 94,000. Then we can go 6-7 weeks sideways, make this right shoulder, and turn this into a reversal pattern. Otherwise, so you're either making a bear flag, you're making an inverted head and shoulder, or you're dumping out of nowhere. The dump out of nowhere is possible, right? But unlikely. I think it's you're more like this. You're more likely to consolidate. So we'll know, like in 2 to 3 weeks. Like I even said 10 days from now. We looked at the 5-day chart, and I said 10 days from now. If in 10 days you're up in here somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But if in 10 days you basically just, you do one red one here, another red one here, and then then we know we're kind of filling out the bear flag. So by the 22nd of March, we should get a pretty good idea of where we're going to be going. And so you kind of want this to be red for a second because you want it to wick. So you want to dump first, and then you want to kind of make this thing come up. But we'll see. Bitcoin seems to be playing some games now, right? It seems to be offsetting price action here. Oh, and now my oil trade flipped bad. Ooh. Interesting. Now we're back at down 100 now. Bitcoin being a bad boy. I'm going to make me want to trade oil and oil only. Wow, look at the volatility today, too. I'm not even trading with that much money. That's why people think they're going to make tons of money in this game. If you use any more than this, like I'm using 9,000 at 9x leverage, use any more than that, I mean, you can lose thousands of dollars a day. Like, seriously, if you're wrong by and people aren't even as precise as the things that I'm doing, like sitting there on very, it's crazy, man. Bitcoin's been a pain in the butt, man. It's been good to trade at night. And literally, shout out to anyone that took profits on oil. Yeah. dang, man, I might just mitigate right now. This is whack. If I mitigate right now, it's like, you know, $150. Huh. Let's take a look at the long-term analysis for BTC. Let me finish off here. Where were we? Okay, so yeah, so, you know, see how the 5-day chart in 10 days will tell us a lot. This candle closes 4 days and 10 hours, so we're starting a brand new 5. Yeah, so in 10 days, literally in the 22nd. Mark my words, write this down. I'd like us to be somewhere here and have, you know, had 2 big candles. Like for us to realistically do the do. If we're kind of here, you know, you never know, but the odds start to dwindle. And it starts to think, so like, it's almost like in 10 days, we're going to have a higher probability of whether we're going down to 41 or going somewhere up at least the channel 100K. Isn't that crazy? And it's going to tell you by what the two 5-day candles do. You see how we can figure that out? That makes sense to you? It's kind of interesting, man. I love stuff like this. Let's go to the 3-day chart. I love my 3-day. The 3-day looks pretty garbage. If you ask me, it's basically just making a bear flag. You know, for all general purposes, if you were to just connect this trend line. It looks like it's just making a bear flag, right? And then that's going to break to the downside. I mean, that is a steep channel. And a steep, you know, that's 47,000, right? So get rid of this. What is it, just hanging out? He's just trying to get in the picture. Get out of here. We don't need you. Remember, never clone alone? Do you guys remember that? Clone? Never clone alone. I haven't said that in years. I used to say it on the show every single day. Never clone alone. But seriously, like, I want to be honest about it. Like, you guys are here with me, so I did it. But just don't do that alone, okay? Just use the control button and pull away, all right? If you right-click and clone and something happens to you, okay, it's not my fault, all right? So just never clone alone. I'm telling you right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Guys, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over here. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening. He's nuts. He's out of his mind. I don't know who. The guy inside. Hey. Sam Price has to be with the Crypto Lifer every single day. The Crypto Lifer is out of his mind. Like, the guy is just, he's bonkers, man. He's an out of his mind character online. Got to keep him, like, you know, got to keep him in the box sometimes. Phone home, minded check master. Yeah. Way too far for the 21 on oil of the 15. Yikes, I don't like to hear that. Mano gusta. Mano gusta. Oh, Bitcoin's struggling right now, huh? So the 3-day chart not looking amazing. Could turn green. Doesn't have a lot of room. And if you look at the 3-day, you could just be in some chop here and then dump on down too. So I gotta, you know, right now, you know, we're starting to get overbought. So I could see some bearishness here floating in. Yeah. 1, 2, Freddy's coming of yours. Now we take a look at the daily time frame and see what's happening to the daily for Bitcoin. The daily is my favorite, really. It's kind of like a cozy friend. You know, you've known it for so long. Tends to trade pretty accurate to measure. And honestly, what I saw was like the daily breaking back inside of a pattern. In my mind, it was a bear flag because this was the true trend. It got back inside. I mean, last night's daily close was pretty weak if you see, you know, when you think about it. Yeah, like really indecision doji. A lot of chop yesterday, no real moves. So on the daily symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin, bears everywhere. Yeah, exactly. So what I did here, right? Too many bears. You could just say, okay, fine. It wants to make its way, possibly back to the trend line. But yeah, like what my man just said is this. I mean, this is what I see happening. A symmetrical triangle, right? And these mainly break to the downside. I gotta be honest with everybody. These mainly break to the downside. All right. So boom, something like this here. And then you're going to move, what, to 61,596? Right? or you get a pump up to 78,005. You know, BOOKMAP still, the last time we looked at it, had some low, yeah, it has this big block at 65.5. It's got big red, though, there up at 65,000. Looks like we kind of collided, though. So, you know, we came up, we hit the red at 70,005. We ate some liquidity. We didn't go back. Usually we go back and clean it up and get rid of it. Wow, Bitcoin taking a bit of a beatdown right now at 69,550. Eating through my gains right now. Not liking it. Not liking it. Might cut off the BTC trade if it can't hold the 200 here. Come on, man. Bitcoin, man. Last night, beautiful trade. Tonight, back to the bottom of the channel. I did suggest a good entry right here if we could bounce. But it kind of looks like a head and shoulder to me. Like, I see this as a slight shoulder, head and right shoulder that can come further to the downside. That doesn't look amazing to me. And it has some kind of descending triangle vibes. I really got to get a bounce here. I like this channel, but it's a descending. This also is the same exact flag that we're showing you, just zoomed in. We're going to zoom in there for a sec. Yeah, so here we are on the 4 hour. So I saw a cup and handle. I saw us touching the 21 above the 200. It is my signal, but then it comes down to, is the pattern more stronger than the signal? And I have to be honest, every time I've seen this pattern, 9 out of 10 times, I've seen us just dump pretty hard within an hour to 2 hours of watching the pattern. Like, it goes like a descending triangle, and it likes to wreck my day. And I knew that, but I still got to trade it a little overboard there, right? Wow, Bitcoin absolutely being beat up. It's got to take a bounce here. If not, it's treachery. Come on, BTC, man. It looked nice. For me, personally, I was going for it to get tight here and break out. I was going against the odds of the pattern. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Bounce off the 200 moving average, man. Turn that into a wick. If it takes out this wick, it's likely going to come down and take me out. Not a good sign already here for BTC. Losing the 200 moving average of the 5-minute time frame. A no for me to long, right? Oil could save my day here. See if we can get see the 1 minute. I see if I had just seen the 1 minute. Look at this. Might have just bounced on out. Had a head and shoulder rejection of the 200 moving average. Can't believe how accurate the 1 minute is. It's sickly. Insane. Like, said, hey, stay away. We're about to take out the shorts. I mean, the late longs. It said basically we're about to capitulate the longs. You see what I'm saying? That's what it said. So we're going to take out the longs. I tell you what, I swear I am being beat like someone's trying to beat me recently. Like when it comes to Bitcoin, like I'm trading other stuff the same way, and Bitcoin just not giving me a break, man. It's just not giving me a break. Like I have to trade it in my sleep at night. That's when I make money. It's crazy. The pay for today is almost done. It's been in the rising wedge for an hour. All right. Someone said, why would you not close that trade? I don't want to panic sell it, but it looks bad, man. It looks whack. You can find another support that looks like it may hold. And oh yeah, see, it's ripping right here. It's technically a bounce area. Oh my God, look at the bounce. Watch them just flatten the shorts all the way back. You never know, man. This game is vicious. Stochastics RSI are completely beat to the ground. Looks like the weekly, you know? Think could V-shape recovery all the way back to the 21-day moving average. What's likely here is you're going to at least either get some type of, you never know. You could continue to dump all the way down. We could get some type of consolidation here. You're far from the 21, so you could close the gap at least. You know? You got to just stay calm, cool, and collected whenever you're trading. See, look, now I'm only down, 300. Like, you just got to stay cool. You got to stay cool. Got to stay cool. Can't get emotional. You got to act like the money's not there. It's not over till it's over, bro. It's not over till it's over. Breathing helps. Breathing techniques when trading. Lemon water. Smell the lemon while you're in the trade. Serious. Lemon is a natural calming. Yeah. Smell the lemon. Keep the lemon fresh. I know you might be laughing out of your mind right now, but I'm telling you, man, drink the lemon water. Let's decalcify the pineal. Let's get ourselves on an alkalinity. That acidity is not good for us in any way, shape, or form. Close the gap to the 21-day moving average is at least what we're looking for. Ooh, now they're getting nasty. Let's see here how the other time frames are looking, what we're seeing. Yeah, 5 minute looks garbaggio, huh? Now they're trying to come for the wick again? You got the craziest tweezer bottom ever, like somewhat acceptable with the size of the wick there. But dang, right? Okay, that's acceptable. It's acceptable. This isn't easy, man. I didn't expect to get into this like this. I figured we go sideways, things would go my way, man. They've been toying with my mind as much as ours. This is the life of a trader. I will win if I keep my mind calm, cool, and collected, and I don't get emotional. Even if I take a small loss today, I still win, man. As long as I don't go revenge trading my account away, as long as I stay, I do my breathing, I tell myself things are fine, things are great. I'm in control. God is great. Today is beautiful. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be here. Look, can we close that gap a little bit? We get some back on that move. Wow, oil taking a crisp move all the way back down on me. Look how fast this game is. This is insanity today. The volatility is almost impossible. Like, it's making me want to just, oh my gosh, man, this is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. It's almost like the market sways by news every 5 seconds, and we don't know the news. Like, one day they say Iran's winning, and then one day they say this one's winning. One day they say this is going. Every time I try to figure out what's happening, I can't figure it out. Am I the only one? It looks insane, right? Am I the only one? You can't get the news. Like, it's all free speech on Twitter and all that. You can't get the news. You can't find out what's actually really going on. It seems impossible. Was that the daily bottom? Are they bouncing it out? It looks like that we could get a right shoulder here now. And now you start looking at the 30-second and all that. I mean, that's pretty good reversal, though. I can still end the day up like 10 grand. You never know. Like, these days are crazy, man. You got to stay cool, calm, and collected. It's not. It's very difficult, as you can see. Nobody shows this part of trading, right? They all like to show the wins. Like, you always see the wins, but like, how did you make the win? Like, well, I had to sit there and capitulate and, or not capitulate and watch it do this and watch it do that. And look, now I'm only down a trade. Like, this is crazy, right? And look, I'm not even using that much money and that much leverage, and people think they can trade leverage, man. They have no idea the real risks that they're taking. They really don't. I think they're out-risking themselves. I don't like how high that stochastic's got, and we didn't really make a lower high. Bitcoin looks a bit distressed this morning. Not going as planned so far. It's looking tight. They're testing my will for sure today on this move. USDT, we'll look at that. Thank you. God bless you, Omar. Appreciate the super chat from Omar. Give Omar a round of applause. Thank you, Omar. We appreciate that. That'll come back to you tenfold. You don't have to give, but you did. God bless you. Thank you so much for the $1.99. That's very nice of you. You didn't have to give that much. Appreciate you. And BOOKMAP took a bite out of the red and decided to come back down. Look, it seems like it's making a descending triangle now more than it may be trying to get back out of here. Remember, price action is always moving and forming. You have to be versatile if you want to trade small time frames, and if you want to trade during the day, then that's looking bearish, man. Yikes. Look at that. Oh, come on, man. I withstood the fear right there, got back into the green. Or not, go back into, got back out of treachery. Wow, this is, there's some good support right there. You see that? I mean, there's a chunk of liquidity right there. I think a lot of people would ape in right there thinking, hey, that's good enough. But they'll put their stops here, which could also bait us. Huh. It's crazy. Put a temp counter short. Wait, Michael, Yuri's post this morning, shipping is about to take a huge hit. Interesting. Put a counter short for the moment. Yeah. Come on, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. Double bottom, baby. Double bottom. For the win. Come on. No. It looks like I should see now. I'm just like, eh. That's one of the bigger losses I've taken in a while. Oil back up 600. This is insane, this volatility. If I get out of this one alive, man, my goodness. I can't tell you how insane this is. Like, I sit with my kids after this. I hang out with my wife. I'm like, you don't understand, man. My life it's like a roller coaster ride every single day, man. Now we're only still down 300. Can you believe this, right? Can you believe this volatility? Man, I was really close to capitulating there, folks. Should I still might? Who knows? Dang. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. Let's make it like we gotta breathe. We gotta breathe. Can you take another look at River? I'll take my eyes off of this for a second and watch it. It'll just like demolish. Let's take a look at what's happening here to River. Music a little loud. Sorry for that. Bring it down for a split second here. You got to breathe. Okay. It's interesting. So I looked at River in this falling wedge and suggested that it would break out of this flag too, right? We kind of had this. Wow, River jumps from 12 back to 18. Up 50% on River, gets above the 200 and takes off. Interesting. 15-minute flag would have been great. You would have gotten right here. Stop loss below the low. And if you had fallen asleep, you would have seen, dang, you would have been close for you if you were watching it. But man, that thing mooned. Right? This is crazy. I don't want to look at it anymore. I can't look at it anymore. You know, River looks interesting right now. I have to be honest. It's high risk right now, of course. People are, there's a lot of, and I stay away from all coins leverage. I don't trade them leverage. It's like once, and I make 6 or 7 times a year. It's very rare. I'm just so in tune with Bitcoin. Whenever I trade an altcoin, I'm like, dude, I could have just, if I wanted the rush, I could have just raised the leverage and traded Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like if I want the rush of an altcoin, I could just raise the leverage and trade Bitcoin more savagely. So like, I can find myself as close or as far away from pain as I want. It depends on how I want to trade it, right? Damn, this looks like it's going to take a dump now. Look at that. I believe I should cut it off before it takes an absolute dump on me. That was its chance to get out. Then I can let the other trade cook, and you know what I'm saying? I don't need to lose $2,000, right? That doesn't look good to me. It's tough, man. There's a lot of support or resistance here, as we said before. But they know that's where a lot of people might hide too, right? This is crazy. If this bounces again, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. I was like these are capitulation wicks then. Like these are getting people to act. I mean, this is nuts. Ah, man. I even was like, stay away from the 1 minute today, right? Because look at the volatility. I mean, that's the 1 minute time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's 5 minutes of insanity. People on both sides are like, oh my God, so many people, that's liquidating, you know what I mean? They're trying to see how many people are going on either side of this trade. That's what I'm learning. Like, basically, the whole market watches to see how much liquidity. If enough people come over on my side, they're going to get us. If too many people go on this side, they're going to get them. So we need more people to short right now. If they short, I'll get the short squeeze and we'll win. So they need to create fear, and most people are in fear. So you would think maybe, psychologically there's a chance, but I don't try to play that game. It's a double bottom right now. It's fighting off the bears so hard right here. This is nuts. This is insane, folks. Really tight, crazy price action on the 1 minute here. They're just really not letting price spread out. We're not finding out what we're going to do. We're tight inside these key zones for whatever reason. What was this one? One of my favorite tracks. I'm just trying to find it. I think it's... Nah. This one's pretty cool, actually, but... There we go. Okay, we got, some calming house right here just to get through this moment. Then we'll get back to intense drama. You know what I'm saying? But we got to just keep it cool, calm, and collected to get through this pain right here. Can we get a double bottom for Bitcoin? Or watch it here on the 5-minute time frame. Get this move back to the upside. Take out this topside liquidity. Or are we getting a descending triangle that's going to take me out and spiral down? How close should I be to liquidity? Am I too close? If I can get that risk a little below 1,000, it would be nice. But I think it's 167. Listen, you're going to lose when you trade. How you lose is important. Can you control the way you lose? Can you control the loss? That's a key. Or are you just going in and out? Like, did you revenge trade all day long and have a $4,000 bag down, Or did you have an idea that didn't go forward? Did you mitigate the loss? And did you get out? And did you walk away for the day, take a deep breath, and come back the next day? Like, it's okay to lose. Nothing wrong with losing. Look, a couple of my strategies, 3 out of 10. That means I'm going to lose 7 times, which isn't fun. And that means I have to persevere through losses to be able to hit the win rate if I'm looking for it, right? So if you're not willing to trade through the pain, then you're not going to really get any gains either. And that's just the facts. Everyone you've ever seen that's made money trading has lost money trading. That's 100%. There's nobody out there that's gone 100 straight. They may have a 96% win rate for a week, a month. Some people hit it for a year. Some people are awesome, but one day they over leverage. One day something happens. You're one bad trade away from an emotional blow up, and that's why you just can't do it. It's just got to be a no-no. You just have to have control. You got to act like the money doesn't exist. Like, so what if I lose $1,067? Like, I'll be here tomorrow. You know what I mean? Opportunities will arise. I'll find another way. If I give up, then everything will crumble because I'll be done. I can never give up. If my mindset is relentless, I will win. That's the thing. My mindset is relentless, I will win. Repeat after me. If my mindset is relentless, I will win. Say that to yourself over and over and over and over again. Looks like it's taking the low road. I don't know, man. It goes back and forth here. The volatility is insane. These candles are battling for power right now. This is Bitcoin's daily bottom possibly being made on the 1 minute time frame. There's a big shoot up finally breaking above this range. It's insane. Oil back up too. So we got an oil trade here. We got a Bitcoin trade, and we're kind of watching how the volatility is flipping between the two. It's been quite interesting to say the least. At one point, I think we were down almost 1,000 from the two. At one point, we were up on both. Everything was going great when it started. We will see. You asked me about River. It is inside of a ascending triangle in the 15-minute. However, pretty far away from the 21 on the 1 hour. And a little bit of bear div high on the RSI tells me to be careful. And the 4 hour is cooked. So I would probably be, if I was on the 4 hour time frame, you get in when you're near the 21, you sell when you're away. You get in when the stochastics are low, you sell when they're high. So right now, my system is telling you that it would be a smart time to take some profits, specifically the stochastics RSI. You know, and again, maybe it continues to rip up, but just generally speaking, it says this is the time. Wow, massive pump for Bitcoin back to the upside. Oh my goodness, like, there you go. I mean, this is insane. And now look, we have ourselves a possible Adam and Eve double bottom here. Look how beautiful that is. They break up like 90% of the time. Let me show you what this is and what it is. If you've never heard about it, let me just teach you. You can trade these on any single asset in the world. Okay? Thank you so much, my most beautiful, loving, kind, sweet, like, God, you know, just, you're just the most beautiful, sweetest woman in the world, my wife, man. Thank you. So, this is just beautiful. So, you know, this is what's called an Adam and Eve double bottom, right? In trading. Got to complete the right side a little bit, but it's starting to form somewhat of an Adam and Eve double bottom, right? And sometimes they do have a little handle on them. It's interesting. Sometimes they do have a little handle on them, but something like this, see? Doesn't mean it's going to go there for sure, but it's starting to make it look right. You know, it's almost like the algorithm built the pattern here. And 69.5 is a very, you know, where a lot of people might think, hey, I missed 60, it went to 70. If I don't get it now, I may be missing out. You know, that's what creates bottoms, is the overall emotional logic, right? They told me we were going to 40,000, 50,000. 60K, people said, I'm not buying now, I'm buying at 50K. This is what my best friend's AI analyst told me. This is what happens. This is what people do. It's going to blah, 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 right? So then they don't buy, instead of saying, I don't know what's going to happen. Me, I've watched the charts for years. I don't know what's going to happen, but I dang well know when the fear is as high as it was, like, you got to pay attention. You know? So anyway, so whenever I saw the fear and greed index where it was, I took profit. I mean, I started buying Bitcoin, right? I didn't sell Bitcoin. You know, if it's in another asset, I'll take profits and I'll hold it in Bitcoin, right? That's the key. Everything is for Bitcoin. Working is for Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Store value, okay? And then everything comes after that. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taking as financial advice, okay? So look, now we're down a cool 200 now. Look, now we're split between almost $100. Look at that. And if everything goes right, like this should keep going down while this keep going up. They should meet at the middle. I should be up 1,000 and everything should kind of go my way, right? We'll see. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. Nothing is guaranteed in life. That's what makes this a fun show, right? Every single day we're here battling the market. You never know what's going to happen. Only down 100 now. You never know, man. I'm an optimistic guy. We'll see where this goes. That looks like an Adam and Eve double bottom to me. It broke the plane of what would have been a descending triangle. Still in very hard chop with the small time frames. It's going to be hard to tell. Let's see if the TA does what it's supposed to do, as you know, as it always has. Most of them. Always, sometimes, mostly does it. It always, sometimes, mostly does this. What do you mean? It never does it? Or it does it, you know? Well, it always, you know, almost, mostly, sometimes. Look at that. We're at break even. We're in the money now. It's insane, huh? Who would have thought, right? And, you know, a lot of people who would have capitulated. Be honest, who would have sold that off, man? Especially with people watching, who would have just completely crumbled under pressure. Be honest here, would any of you just jumped out of that trade, or would you still be in it hard? You know? Bang, bang. No, the gold trade, I took like $80. It was no reason to stay in it. Look at that booming pump to the upside off the 200 back to the, you know, look at that. I mean, it was, we just drew it and it started to do it. It's like Sam made it happen by drawing. It's like, Sam, how did you know? Like, I drew this thing and it pumped. It was crazy. We should replay that. That's nuts. You gotta stay mellow. You gotta keep the flow going. You gotta keep the energy high, the frequency good, baby. You can't let the stress get to you. That cortisol builds up, man. It turns into something else. We don't want to even talk about it. We want to build up the vibration. We want to build up the frequency. Yes, yes, yes. Every single day, baby. Working out strong. Listening to Jim Rohn. Building mind, body, soul. Strong connections. Strong children. Strong wives. Strong families. Changing the lives of others every single day with high vibrational energy. That is who you are. That's who you want to be. Become a guiding light to the people in the family and friends around you. Become someone that everyone wants to have at the barbecue. When you show up, people say, man, that's a good guy. Have a smile, have a story, listen, look in people's eyes when they're speaking, make them feel like you care. These are important roles. These are important traits. Everybody needs someone to care, man. Be that person for somebody else. The more you give, the more you receive. Sometimes it's not about monetary giving. It's literally about attention. When someone's talking, look at them. Don't grab your phone at the dinner table. If you know you grab your phone, put it in a bag and zipper it away so you don't do it. If you know you have a bad habit, just stop yourself from doing it, cut it off, right? We all have these things. They've done it to us, so just find ways to avoid it, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'm done being philosophical. Let's get back into the 1 minute. Can we win on this Adam and Eve double bottom for Bitcoin? An Adam and Eve double bottom there for BTC. It just is what it is, right? Adam and Eve, baby. It's crazy how it comes back to the source. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it? It's a bit, kind of gets you going. And here it is, in case you didn't believe me. I mean, it's all over the place. Like, there it is right there. There's an Adam and Eve here. Real nice one. And you can see it clearly, like we clearly are making what looks to me is an Adam and Eve on the 1 minute time frame, right? I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing. I mean, we're in the green now. Oil trade still holding pretty well. Let's go take a look at oil for a split second here and just see how the oil trade looks. Even though Bitcoin's got me. We got inverted head and shoulder there for oil. Looks like that's about to pump. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's got a measured move, the length of this back to the upside, somewhere to 96,000. I could be wrong, but that looks pretty dang good to me. I didn't trade that time frame. I traded the 1 hour. It was pumping on the stochastics, pushing to the upside. A breakout was looking to occur. We were on the 21 above the 200 inside consolidation. Okay. What may be happening, and I have seen, and I may want to consider, is the idea that we're doing, we could be doing something like this, and we may have to come back down to the bottom of the pattern here first, which would put me in the red for a little bit before we get into the bigger move, right? Clear out late longs and then send this thing, possibly to the target here that I'm looking to get to. Would hit 8,900, but are we going to hit there? I see the 4 hour time frame too, and it's a bit overbought, right? It's a little high there, so it tells me, one step at a time, and Bitcoin keeps playing games, so we'll see. We will see. Patience pays. It takes time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of beginners think they're going to make tons of money in this game, and they start off, and it's like they don't realize how treacherous just a little bit of leverage and a little bit of money is. You got to start small, Yeah, I'm trading like some derivative of oil perpetual right now. I should have been trading this one, oil Bren. It's at 97.5, but this one just follows it. It's like an instrument or something. Some type of derivative. I think the 1 minute could be forming a bear flag as well. It's possible. Or the charts are conveying to you. We get away from the think word, but the charts are conveying that it's possible. I mean, if you look at the bigger time frame, the 1 hour looks like it's bouncing off the 200 so clean, though. That's really what we want to see. That's huge. You get that close in, 50 minutes. So, wow, the bigger time frame's looking like they want to bounce. Looks like we may have made a bit of a bottom. I see this. It almost looks like an ascending triangle now. It's kind of a cup and handle, too. That, to me, looks like it's going to break out, but you never know. This stochastic has to kind of reset without us losing this low. It's important that we hold this trend line right now. This is it. If this starts to drop, it's kind of cooked. And you could be right. That is the bear flag, and then we just continue down, right? I got stopped out, and we call this a day on this one. I go with break even right now, and we're done, right? That doesn't look good to me already. I don't like how it lost it. You see, it looks like a double top now. You're like, damn, the Adam and Eve. I know, but the 1 minute is going to change on you in 2 seconds. It's the 1 minute. It's like chasing an animal. They're going to keep changing direction. Chance we kind of hold the level here, get a bounce. I mean, this is, it is the 21 right here. I don't know why this is my favorite track right now. Triangle between HM, yeah, shorts that can cover, big bears hold it for more. Yeah. Basically a break even right now on both. This is it, holding my breath for the bounce on the 21. You gotta bounce here. I've seen it many times. I've seen it so many times in my life, and just boom. Flatten the shorts right off the 21, baby. Pa, 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 pa. Show me what you got off that moving average. We need that move. Don't play me for a fiddle, boy. Don't play me for no fiddle, boy. Show it to me, baby. Show it to me with the right flag. Give me the waggle, baby. Give me the waggle. Don't do it to me this time. Don't do it to me this time, baby. Let's go. Off the 21. Trying to damage my psyche out here. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about. This is the glory. And now we got ourselves an inverted head and shoulder. You see how this starts to kind of... And now we got a 68% chance of a break to the 21. And now we can get back to 7 a key. And then... Let's go, lifers. Let's go, baby. Let's go, lifers. Nothing can stop us. Let's go. I love my life, man. I love spreading energy. I love being in a good mood. I love being happy. I'm addicted to being in a good mood, to spreading light, love, and happiness through the world and just pushing it, baby. Come on. Come on. We got this, man. I stay grateful for everything in my life. Every loss has taught me how to win. Teach me how to lose gracefully, dear Lord. Teach me how to keep winning from my losses. Teach me how everything you send into my life is a blessing. No matter how I see it, I will turn it into a blessing. My Achilles heel rupturing has turned me and helped me get so much closer to God, dear Lord. Taking away my physicalness has brought me closer to my spirit. Thank you, dear Lord, for that. I'm so grateful. You know, I wouldn't want anyone else to go through this, but if you did go through it, man, there's such a beauty to it. Look at that, man. Lost the trend line. They're going to come for me now. They're going to come for me. This is crap. Oh, this is just treacherous. The other time frames are beat up. Remember we saw them. They're oversold like you would believe. This is separating the men from the boys here. Kind of want to run that track back, right? Can we run that track back? It's short track. It's not that long, but it just bumps. Dude, look at that liquidation wick. Ooh. You sold? You sold? No, yeah, I shouldn't say that yet, right? But that's what it feels like. Like, oh, you sold? Yo, watch them rip this thing now after they capitulate. Yo, they just rip. Oh my God, they just rip. Oh. You know, so many people just got swept like a piece of dust on the floor, man. They just, oh my gosh, that was vicious. Be honest, who just got hit there? Put your hand, put a 444, put a 4-4 if you just got hit right there, man. Oh man, that was nasty. I thought they were coming for me, but I stuck on the wicks, man. I'm trading these candles, baby. I'm getting lucid. I'm getting lucid with it, baby. I'm feeling free, man. They can't stop me anymore. I don't care about the money no more. I never cared about the money. I don't care about the money. Let's go. Some people are so poor, all they care about is money, baby. Let's go. I'm here to live my life, baby. I'm here to feel it. I'm here to feel what it's like to be up and down. I'm here to feel what it's like to be down and out and fight my way to the top. They can't stop us, lovers. We made the story of stories, man. My mom died on Thanksgiving. I never stopped. My dad died. I never stopped. You guys never stop. We never stop, baby. Let's go. Let's go. They can never stop a mind that never stops. They can try all they want, man, but you got this, baby. You got it. You're a crypto lifer. You're a lifer, man. You're dedicated to going all the way for the rest of your life. That's what being a lifer means to me. You're never going halfway again, man. Every single thing you do now is going to be going all the way. And you understand what all the way is because you saw me go all the way. And now you can't say you don't know what it is. No days off for thousands of days. You know what that means. You know how hard that is. If you try to replicate it, ask yourself, if I could do a show for 4 years straight, could I do that? Could I show up every single day, through layovers in the plane, through plane rides in 14 hours? Could I set it up in the plane? Could I do it in the lobby? Could I do it in the hallway? Could I do it in the bathroom? Could I do it in my mom's house? Could I do it at my friend's house? Could I do it in the Airbnb? Where am I going? What am I doing? It doesn't matter. I'm bringing my equipment. I'm getting it done. Could I get every single day and never miss a day? Ask yourself, man, could you dedicate yourself to something like that? If you dedicated yourself to something like that, do you imagine where you would be in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years? In 10 years, you wouldn't even recognize the person in the mirror that you're looking at, my friend. I am telling you right now, you are on the brink of something great that God brought you to this channel. You are on a move. Your frequency is getting high. I'm downloading it right into you. You can feel it. We've got this. We're back in the green on this, baby. We just need to stay calm, cool, and collected. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. And you train your brain through neuroplasticity. You tell yourself no matter what, you're going to turn every single loss into a win. They will not make you negative about yourself. You will not talk down to yourself. You will stop saying negative things to yourself after today, after the show. You will constantly build yourself up. You will look at your faults. You will see your mistakes. But you will tell yourself, I am capable of doing great things. I am capable of trading positive portfolios. I am capable of making it happen for myself. I am capable of discipline and proper risk management. I am capable of following through with what I say. I am. Speak with I ams, folks. And you'll see your life change. Say the words that render the thoughts that render the action that renders the frequency that renders the thoughts. The cycle continues. You create a flywheel of energy that can't be stopped. You can do it all on your own. I don't need a cheerleader. I don't have a brother. I don't have a bunch of friends. I got a couple people I talk to a month, man, in real life. Seriously, like 4 to 5 people that I really speak to. The people that I run, and then the people that I run my company, my wife and my kids, man. I don't got 1,000 people cheering me on. I mean, this is the live stream, right? And you guys, when I go to Vegas, when I meet people, different, right? But I'm just trying to tell you on a day-to-day basis, right? You keep your circle small. You keep pushing. And who cares what people think about you? You're going against you from yesterday, man. That's it. I'm aiming to become a better trader than I was yesterday. I'm still not perfect. I still have many faults. I still need to fight through certain things. You know? But together we can do this and we can learn, right? And you can learn through me. I can learn through you. That's why we have a community. And we do it every single day. It's not a joke. It's not like, you know, the meme communities, like we're together. We do this every day together. Like we show up, we put in the work. We watch the moving averages work. We watch the patterns play out. We see what they're doing. Like that wick was crazy right there. That was definitely a grab into this box of liquidity. They just said, well, we'll jab in there. It's almost like kind of inherent. It's almost, you know, it tells a problem. Why are you packing your bags if you're not going anywhere? I always used to say this. Why is some long boss going to short everybody out, you know, why is some, you know, one going long going to take out all the longs first so he can grab price if he's not going somewhere? Where is he going if he has to? This is bag packing, right? This is a whale bag packing, man. Bag packing. Right? A wick is bag packing, right? Because that's when you clear tons of orders. So if you're packing your bags, look, he's bag packing right here, man. Where's he going if he's bag packing, man? He's not going back down to pack more bags. He don't want to carry that much. He want to go drop off his bag up here, man. Right? Let's talk. Let's talk box. Let's talk liquidity, man. You know? You can see it. You don't even need to be a genius, man. You can see this stuff. Okay, now we're talking. I almost want to just cut off the Bitcoin trade because it's such a pain in the butt. You know what I mean? It's been so annoying. Like, there's a chance this is still a bear flag on me. Sam, you see it, you flip it. How are you able? You know, you gotta have double vision, especially on the smaller time frames. But then conviction in certain things. I would have sworn this had the 30-second or the 3-second. Damn, the 1 second. See that? Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Isn't that crazy? See this kind of shoulder, head, shoulder stuff? See how this is a shoulder, head, right shoulder? It's just nuts. Like, see when you got above the 200 moving average right there, you got a pump. The weekly does the same thing. The monthly does the same thing. Everything that I've seen on the 1 second happens on the daily. Everything I've seen on the daily happens on the 1 second. The 5 minute is just like the 1 second. What I've learned how to trade the 1 minute is from trading this, you know, you can learn how to trade the daily with the, you know. Now you're starting to see a flag with the 21 below. And whenever I've seen that, there's been a bit of a push. I bet the 30 second might be above the 200 moving average. And you'd be like, how do you know that? Because this is what we do all the time. Let's get back into the 4-hour time frame and see how this is panning out, right? So again, I talked about entering the trade this morning, said there's probably a better entry at the bottom of the channel at 69.8, I think 69, you know, and that's, you know, it went lower, but it was, you know, that could have been a scoop up of a lifetime. It is basically buying right off the 21 or close to it. And I'm telling you, the 21 is a deadly way to enter trades. It really gives you such accurate, less drawdown accuracy. Like when I use the 21, I have way less drawdown in my trades, man. Sometimes I'm impatient. That's the thing about me, and impulsive. So I have to fight those two things about myself, right? I have all the knowledge. And so like everybody else, we all have to find out our weaknesses and just calm ourselves down when we're feeling we have to do something. You never have to be, look, we're up 400 now. And we were like, right? There was a time where you could have, someone probably in the same position would be down thousands and then could have revenge traded a short. I've seen that because they cut off the longs. Someone even was telling me, why don't you open up a short on that, right? Remember, someone said that in the chat. Right? I thought Sammy was about to start walking again, right? Sammy, do a cartwheel. I know, man. I haven't felt this good in a long time, folks. I was on painkillers for 5 weeks. You didn't realize how subdued I was getting or how much it was affecting me. Like killing me, man. And I you know, I feel so bad for people that have to be on them longer than I was. Like 5 weeks was long enough, man. 21 on what time frame, Sam? Oil trade is cooking well. We're cooking with that oil, baby. We're cooking with that oil. Love others as you love yourself. Amen. Do not be afraid. Amen. Forgive so your heart can be free. Amen. And seek wisdom, not just success. Amen. Do what is right, even when no one is watching. 100%. 100%. That's how you create a really strong relationship with yourself and God, man. You do the right thing when no one's there, man. You know, my mom and dad were really good. My mom was such a good person. I knew if I never wanted to, I felt the ethereal space and time was watching me. I always felt like God was watching. Can't disrespect your mother's wishes. Like if your mother raised you to be a certain type of person and you don't act that way. So look, so far the Adam and Eve is playing out. And we did double bottom here. That wick. So look at, they got me going here. I stayed super calm. They got me going here. I stayed super calm, right? Crazy. Look, now we're up 600. This is like, this is a beautiful day, man. I learned a lot right now today, like with you guys, and this is why I love trading with everybody here. $110,000 position. I'm not trying to say I'm the biggest shot in the world. For me, this, you know, I only started trading leverage, I don't know, 4 years ago. I'm not like, you know. God did teach you patience and conviction yesterday. Lesson learned this morning with this trade, bro. Crazy. Amen. Wise words, man. Hey, we'll see what happens, man. We're not out the fire yet. This thing could capitulate on me. We got Big Red back at us, though. We didn't really take out Big Red. What I've learned about Big Red on BOOKMAP is when Big Red is calling your name, like it is here, and you don't take it out, you kind of get aggressive to come back. It's calling 71,000, you know, high 70Ks. We'll see, though. Bitcoin with a huge pump to the upside, headed right to the 200 moving average. And again, another thing I'm seeing is the gap. Whenever you cross the 21, right, you'll gap up to the 200. This gap is an area of pump. We did that last night on the 1 hour. Same exact thing. Shout out to Zeno Quick Store. I had access to the group past the free month. You get to be and wasn't paying. It didn't set in my heart, so I brought it up to him, and he respected I came forth. I will rejoin as a paying member. God bless. Thank you, man. Like to know how that happened. And you know what? If you can explain how that happened, we can figure it out, right? Oh, yeah, I gave you the free month. Oh, yeah, and you skipped it. So, look, I gave this guy a free month. He had access to the group past the free month. I gifted him, and he wasn't paying. It didn't sit right, so he brought it up, and he respected. He came forward. I really joined as a paying member. God bless. That's insane, bro. And look at Bitcoin with a massive pump to the upside, folks. Flipping the trade back to green, which is insane. And I'm trading this on a bigger time frame, so now what I'm expecting is, look at this, man. We call that Adam and Eve, baby. Adam and Eve. I can't tell you that I did say a slight prayer, man, that trade would flip for me. And I usually don't like to pray, but, man, I've really prayed from the bottom of my heart, man. I said, dear Lord, man, I can't take another L, man. Look at that big pump to the upside, man. That's a candle and a half, folks. That's a candle and a half. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This trade should be up now. No, still down. Did I get in that late? Yeah, see, I got into these 4-hour trades in the morning thinking that it might just go ripping on me. I'm waiting for this to break out. We're on the 21 above the 200 of the 4. Stop below the 200 moving average. I'm just going for that. I'm going for this to close green and just rip. This would be amazing if we break out of this right now. Some big crazy news, war is over, whatever, you know what I mean? Just send it, baby, send it. Just send it. Wow, look at that move, everyone. That's a big move. Wow, look at the size of that candle. And it's crazy how we were able to see that, right? By using the 1 minute time frame. This is like one of the old streams, man. The volatility's coming back, man. This reminds me when we were like, this could be the beginning of a bull run, folks. I know I shouldn't say that, but get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Don't talk like that. He's going to ruin everything. If I was day trading, that would be a nice little snipe there. Again, right? We got to come back to that 21 at one point. And you know how we roll, right? So this 1 minute has to reconvene with the white line. It can't go on all day. All day it leaves and comes back to the white line. Probably 6 to 8 times a day. We could count. And so I know this is what likely has to happen. You see? Almost feel like I could get back in a break even, watch the price action, but I am in a bigger time frame idea. And I did melt away, but if imagine coming all the way back down and losing again. I'll move the stop up so it's not as bad, right? So now the risk is at 530. The other trade's up, you know, and so now we're like, and we're close to hitting on 1,000. We're up like 850 now. Okay. You had so much power to take pressure. If I was in your place, I would have been liquidated or closed my trades many times. Thanks, man. I just got to stay calm, cool, and collected, man. I don't got a choice, baby. I can't call my dad or my mom today and say, hey, I had a tough day. I don't got an older brother. I have an uncle, but I haven't called I should call my uncle, man. I haven't called him in a long time. Should call my uncle right now, man, on live stream and tell him he's on TV. He'll bug out. No, I haven't called my uncle. You know what? I'm going to call my uncle today, man, and wish him well. And apologize for not calling. You know? He's like 80, man. Him and my dad kind of did and didn't get along, you know? So they didn't hang out a lot. So my dad didn't really take me to see him. When I moved back to Boston, I reached out and I went and saw him. You know? But he had this big pit bull, man. It's kind of scared the bejesus out of me. And she was real protective of him. He's an old man. And I heard she had already bit somebody. And so I was kind of like, my dad had already warned me. He's like, he's got this pit bull. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Who gets a pit bull? He's like, you get a freaking German Shepherd or a Lab. What the heck is wrong with this? My brother, man. You know, they just they couldn't see eye to eye on anything. Him and my dad and his brother, man. His brother was a little older, a little smaller. My dad was younger but bigger. So I think there was just this, I don't know what it was, man. But they, you know, towards the end, I guess my dad would always call them once every couple of weeks and check on them. My dad was considerate and thoughtful. Even if he didn't like you, he would ask you if you were okay. You know what I mean? My dad taught me that you didn't have to like someone to be nice to them. Isn't that interesting? You know, you could think a certain thing and still make sure, you know, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I guess my dad was just generally, you know, he had a generally kind heart when it came to the average person, man. He could see where someone was coming from because he had a pretty tough life growing up, and so he gave people a break, you know. Sometimes, like, not me though, right? He didn't give me a break. That's the thing. He was harder on me. He gave everyone else a break, but he never gave me a break. See, when your dad gives everyone a break, but he doesn't give you a break, you don't understand. You feel like he's being mean to you, right? When you get older, you realize he loved you more than everybody else, man. He put up with their stuff. He ain't gonna put up with your stuff. That's what I sounded just like my dad, man. But that's exactly what we say, you know, like, you know, they might put up with you. I ain't putting up with it. I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. My dad would say, you know, he'd say you can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself, Sam. And you know when you're lying to yourself. So, hey, he said, you'll make your own bed and you'll lay in it. You know, if you want to mess around and not put in the work, not be focused, you know, hey, you'll have a life that's a mess around life. He's up to you, man. He's like, I can't give you the life, you know. He used to say, so like giving me money wouldn't have mattered, right? So that's why I never could get, my dad would never give me money. I never asked him for it. It was pretty clear he was never going to give me any money. So, you know what I mean? Like, he never said it, but like, we had a good time hanging out, you know, when we did it, you know, not all the time, but most of the time we had a pretty good time hanging out. And we talk about sport. We talk about the life. He'd ask me how my life was in New York, and we chill. And then if I said, hey, you know, you think I could get a couple bucks, man? Like, he would think I was like, literally, he would think I was on drugs. Like, if I asked my dad for money, or even if I got this business plan, he's like, well, find a freaking investor, man. Figure it out. Like, learn how to get funded. You know, he didn't know a lot of stuff. He was, when it came to like the business world. So he did his own thing. Here we are, the 1 minute. Can we stay above this 200 moving average? Okay. My dad was very interesting, man. Read a lot of books. He read like 2 books a week or more sometimes from the age of like 45 to 65. The guy just plowed through books, man. That's all he did, really. Every time I saw him on the beach reading a book, at home reading a book. He'd watch TV too at night, I think, when his eyes got tired, you know. But man, that man read book after book after book after book. He didn't read much until like his late 40s. Yeah, he barely read. Like, I never saw him read. He was a party animal. Kind of like, you know, he was kind of a maniac. I don't know. He was a hard-working iron worker, too. I don't know, man. I didn't know enough about my dad at that age, right? So I shouldn't even say it. Good morning, Sammy. Haven't seen the Addy come through for the big... I'll send it today, man. I got you, brother. Thank you. We get so many emails and we just get bogged down. We got to focus on it for the day and get it done. This Bitcoin trade is like, you know... I could do is I could cut it. Just has to stay above the 200 now. It might come down and hit me though for 500 for no reason, right? And it's like, and it's feeling a little weak. So what I could do is cut it off right now, get back into the 4 hour, you know, I may miss an entry, though, right? It might just jolt away and I'll, you know. You can't have fear, though. You got to execute. I'm going to put faith in this 200 on the 1 hour. On the one, you know, I put faith down here. I'm going to keep the faith that we'll get this beautiful consolidation and we'll continue throughout the day here. This was the wick on that daily, and, you know. Today is Thursday. We will have a weekly screen share tonight. Maybe, I don't know. I'm here. We have guests. I'll ask my wife. I'll put it in and I might skip it and put it and do it like on a Monday night just because we have guests this week. And they might want to like do something. And I'll be like, oh, I got to go in this room now. And it's a guy here, you know, it's my buddy with his kids and his, you know, he'll be sitting there alone. So I think as a, you know, we could do it like early Saturday morning. I do that sometimes. We'll figure it out. I like this, man. I like this bounce here, the bull flag. And you got a nice measured move. Like if this decides to take off, I mean, you've got yourself some legs here. Back to 70,858. Okay. You have big, strong heart, brother. You have a big, strong heart for saying that publicly to me. So God bless you, man. May you stay an awesome, beautiful person, brother. Your dad taught you life from early on. Look at you now. He would be proud. Thank you. My dad was the man, dude. You know, God rest his soul. God bless Jimmy Price, man. My dad was the man. He was strong. He taught me never to follow the crowd, man. He taught me to stay independent. And when I learned that, I thought that was like what everybody knew. And as I got older, like millions of people follow people. Like they don't know. Like they really are so messed up in the head, or not even messed up. Just like some people never had a dad to tell them to stay. You know, my dad was telling me every single day, you're strong. You're smart. You're independent. You're amazing. You could do anything you want with your life, you know? Every single day, he was drilling into my head. You know? There's no reason why you can't do anything you put your mind to. You should be wherever you want in life. When I wasn't successful in my late 30s, you know, he was like, or in my late 20s, early 30s, he was like, what are you doing? Like, what? He didn't put me down, but he was just wondering, like, why aren't you, like, what, you know? But he didn't explain how to be disciplined either, so it was weird. It was like, you know, I caught him in his life after he did a lot of discipline and was able to kind of enjoy it. He had me at 36. By the time I was 14, my dad was 50. And he kind of had retired from ironwork and had some of the things on the side he was doing. And, you know, by the time I was like 17, 18, he basically, he wasn't working anymore. He did some real estate on the side and he retired at basically like 50, 55 years old. And the next 20 years, basically, he got to hang out, man. So I never saw him go to work. I never saw him complain about a boss. He told me when I was younger, he went all around the country as an iron worker. He built powerhouses in Alabama, Mobile. He did a bunch of stuff. So look, see how I'm reworking the flag here as I'm telling you about my dad? And we're just kind of watching this idea, okay? The 21 crossing the 200 moving average here. Can we get this continuation pump? You do not want to lose the 200. If you do, we're kind of back in slump land. You know, and how do I know that? This is just how this stuff works, folks. I don't understand how, but it is. When that 21 crosses, you usually get a pump. It's an algorithmic play. And see how you're getting that move now. Something just feels different today. Something feels fluid. Something feels connected. I can't explain it. But there's just a differentness in the air today than most days. And here we go, back in the green here on the day. Trading oil and Bitcoin. And having a dang good time doing it, I'll tell you that. I'm enjoying myself. Are you enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying the show? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? But seriously. Seriously, though. Seriously. I could chose Bolt Green, brother. You would, I know. I know. Hey, you never know. We could do that and call it a day, right? Call it a stream. Cover the fees. It just, Bitcoin looks good on the bigger time frames. That's what makes me tend to get a little like, it's going to get tight in here. If it gets really tight, it's going to break out huge. I got to take my mind off it for a second. Let's see if there's any altcoins following the way here for Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that fear and greed index too as well. Oh, and I got a bunch of news for you guys today that I prepared earlier today. I was up at 6 a.m. Thank you, Sammy. I've lost half my account if I close at that bottom without you. Even now. Hey, God bless you, man. I hope you're still in, but do whatever you got to do, man. Sam, I love the Irish Boston accent. You're good, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you. I'm from Boston, and I'm Irish, so it's not that hard. Bitcoin getting a pump. Back to the upside. I'm seeing some gainage here. We seem to have gotten a massive, massive move to the upside for Bitcoin right off of the 21 cross of the 200, which is my known signal. Stochastics were low below the dotted line. We were above, and we are getting the pump of a lifetime here. Oil actually pulling back as Bitcoin starts to move. It's like I can't get both of these things to move together. This is crazy. Like, I didn't think the oil trade was going to capitulate when the Bitcoin trade did. You know what I mean? I thought they were going to move together. That was sitting at 800 the whole time. The second we got the spike in Bitcoin. So oil pulls back, Bitcoin pumps. Look, you were almost right about those trades, man. Oil is heavily volatile right now. This is crazy. So it looks like I'm almost going against myself. I need Bitcoin, like they can't pump together. Yeah, the war's okay, Bitcoin pumps. The war's not okay, oil goes up, right? That was a crazy capitulation pump to the upside here. I kind of need to ride this up and down as Bitcoin gains a little bit, oil comes up. Bitcoin gains a little bit, oil comes up, and it spills out. But this is crazy what's happening here. Now oil trade back up, Bitcoin trade back down. This has been a doozy of a day, folks. This is one of the most interesting positions I've been in a while. I really wanted to make bigger money on the oil trade. Taking 18% is pretty nice. Huh. I didn't expect to move so fast, and now I realize the pickle that I'm in here. Man. And you had to say I would have taken both right there. I would be up 1,000. This guy had to say it, right? Bitcoin trade, beautiful move, man. Honestly, the buy right there at the bottom, sell right there, that's a day. In and out, like. And they're both not looking amazing. Oil trade's so volatile now. It's like, it's making me not want to be in it anymore. I don't like the risk, man. I don't like watching it go up by $200 every 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, look how it's swinging around. It was 200, then it's 700, it's 80, 50, 50, 20, 200, 150. Like, this is nuts. I'm not used to this vol. I mean, I guess I am, but like, I usually don't have dual trades. I'm trying to tell people, man, and I'm still trading with some bigger money compared to most. Like, I got 11 grand in at 20 in Pionex leverage. It turns into $140,000 in the trade. They ain't multi-million-dollar positions, but man, we need the dollar just to tank right now, man, and Bitcoin to start to pump. We need oil to keep itself collected here. This is getting crazy. I gotta stay really calm, cool, and collected on this one, huh? They're really showing me how to battle patience. I'm locked in, though. I'm so locked in. So locked in right now. Okay, we got the move back for Bitcoin. It seems like, we're back inside the flag. Ascending triangle's still looking okay. Fake out to the upside, back inside. Pump it out again. You're low on the stochastics. You did not complete. You had bearish divergence that played out, but said, no way. We want more. And so to me, yeah, and the move above 70K is strong. You want to keep that. Wow, this is so I traded these separately, would have been great. Got into oil flip, got into Bitcoin flip. The oil trade's getting me a little annoyed here. I got comfortable back up again. I got to take a look at what's happening to oil. So it collapsed. So it did break out. It got to a high there. Got away and hit the 200 moving average on the 1 minute. You know, nothing's really changed. Yeah, here too. You need this to come up, come down, get tight. Still looks great on the bigger time frames. Like nothing has changed for my bigger idea. Crazy, man. It will go back into the red if we come to the 21, which it looks like we may. I still like us above the 200 here, you know. Could it double top and tank? It could and snipe out. A lot of times, man, I see them do this, though. And everyone's trading oil now. Like everyone in there, and everyone trades oil now. Everybody, you know. Wow. This is pretty crazy. So now you want to see if if you get the, and again, now you can see how oil and Bitcoin trade similar. Like you would get a bounce off this 200 moving average. Back up into possibly into that key area. You're very oversold on both of these right now. So we should be getting a bounce. We got to close above the 200 right now on oil. Same thing we do for Bitcoin. It's the same exact stat. It's the same trade every time, right? I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm about to put my stop to break even and just like say, oh, well, with this trade. Like either you bounce now or I'm out. Like I'm losing appetite of risk. I'll get back in at a better time. You know? Let this candle close in 9 seconds. Close a green candle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, right? 3. How do you know this? I go count down to bar close. Close green, you little piece of nothing. It closed like so, you know, and then just move this to break even. I'm not doing it anymore. I'll give them their 20 to 30 bucks or whatever. And if it flips me out and keeps pumping, so be it. I'll wait for it to consolidate on a bigger, you know. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't. I didn't want to be in that risk anymore. Dang, I wish I was watching oil as much as I was watching Bitcoin on a 1 minute chart. And again, I still think the overall thesis for oil is strong. Okay. Damn, man, do I just capitulate here? This has been the kind of how it's been for me recently. I've been really just, you know, battling with, I don't want to, you know, the market was so tough for so long that like I don't trust anything. Every time I'm up a little bit, I'm like, I don't want it to turn into a loss, you know? About to do the same thing here, like, after all that, right? That's all right. But this is crazy, man. I'm not disappointed, honestly. I'm actually happy because I didn't lose anything, and I'm always grateful when I don't lose. But like, hey, man, I can only do so much as a trader, and then if price action is going to act so absolutely erratic, all I can do is just protect my capital. And if I can continue to do that, I'm going to have more money at the end of the month than most people, and I'm going to be able to win when the market does flip back and the market kind of goes better off. And so there I am, losing nothing. It was like insane, right? And now I'm back to the drawing board. Like now I got to look at them both again and see kind of what. And I think I did a pretty good job even just managing the trade, but like, right? I mean, when I look at oil in the big picture, it looks like it's about to explode to me. Like that looks very bullish. It just does say it's going to come down to the bottom of the channel. Like that says breakout to me. I should have sniped the 8, which I usually do, man. Got a little greedy there. And it's crazy how you don't think you're greedy because you're like calm, you're collected, but you're like, well, you look back, you're like, but why, you know? Again, I was looking for a pretty cool breakout, and you never know, news of this, and next thing you know, boom, ba-bam, bam, bam. I still believe this is a good buy for oil. You're above the 21, you know? Stochastics have legs to go. But the market has just been very, very, just too many newbies are trading it. It kind of pisses me off. I shouldn't say that, but it annoys me. And nothing should piss me off. I should always be grateful, which I am. But it's like everyone and their mother trades oil now. You know what I mean? And everyone's like, even you're doing it. Now, I mean, I'm doing it, but I've been trading everything for 20 years, you know? But like, so now you're going to have all this erratic, they're going to go after, stop hunt. They're going to just, now you get all this crazy movement because everyone's, you know what I mean? You got all this leverage. Everyone is leverage trading oil. Every exchange has it. Everyone's doing it, right? Even like me, I mean, I'm trading it too, right? But so, I mean, that 4-hour candle looks nice. Like it's about to just absolutely moon, you know? So I still got another trade open on the 4-hour. We'll see where it goes on weeks. That one, thank you, is still in line. It's underwater, $34. So if this flips green and explodes, we'll get this. We'll get this. They won't. We will win. You know, I like this entry is beautiful now because you've wicked down already, right? Interesting. Kind of want to get back. Like, there's nothing wrong with Bitcoin right now on the 4-hour time frame. It calm, coolly, and collectively is telling me that it's a beautiful buy right now. Look at the 1 hour just shot to the upside. Like that's nuts, right? Did the 1 minute get back above the 2? Oh, the 1 minute is about to boom. It tells me I should be getting in right now. Heavy. Like heavy duty. Like this thing is about to explode. Like Bitcoin is about to go. If I miss this boat, I'm going to be kicking myself. Like I'm going to ride. And that's the Sammy special, the 21 on the 200. Like, that tells me I should ride. Keep my stop below the 200, or the wick below it if I can. I don't know if I'm going to go to 79. It could probably go there in weeks. Maybe I'd like to get out a little earlier. 67,286. Got to be at least 2. I'd like to go. Let me see here. Yeah, I'd like to get like 78.5 there. Double track, but one is sung, so I always skip this version. Just too much of singing. I think this is a go. I think it's worth risking about 2 racks for this puppy, man, because it just... Similar trade again. Not even $100,000 trade, though. Usually... I've been cautious, but this is... I mean, this is when I go hard at this. 21 above, I go hard at this. Low stochastics, like, I go hard at this. It's a higher low. Like, this is where... This type of pattern has made me most of the money in my life. So I don't really have a choice. Like, it's paid me enough to take the risk. You see? I'd like to make it a $100,000 trade, get back to my old ways. Would basically have to double the risk, though. It's almost 5 racks. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, man. Scared money don't make no money. That's low stochastic. The 1 minute looks good, too. They just wicked out the world. $93,000 trade. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right. I'm not very religious, spiritual anyway, but I appreciate the energy and the positive vibes. God bless you, man. Thank you. Well, that's your religion, man. Your religion is positive vibes and good energy. And as long as you're carrying that, you've got the right vibration, brother. Jesus was trying to get people to vibrate, bro. I think that's all he was really going for, was to get people to vibrate high, man. You know, to collect to the higher consciousness and to find themselves, you know, basically giving that energy to others and to spread light, love, and positivity through the world. Like, You know, through him, all things are made, man. So the higher power's connection to the greater consciousness is there for all of us at all times. You can access information you never even thought you knew, man. You know. Let's take a look at Tether dominance. Damn, I can't really believe what happened today on the stream. It's a little disheartening, but it is what it is. I'm grateful for everything in my life. Like today, I'm full of gratitude for everything. I'm not backtracking on that. No woulda, shoulda, couldas. I'm all set with any of that, like, you know. So Tether dominance shows you how much money is flowing back into Bitcoin or into Tether. And I mean, it's kind of on a bit of a tear here, right? If you think about it. Thing is, if they're printing a lot of Tether, could Tether go up? But it really can't go up with Bitcoin or Bitcoin dominance. Looks like you're going to reset a little bit, and then you get a continuation then. But that's weak. That's weak. So you could get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of downtrend. And what we're looking for is it to make a head and shoulders. So what we really want to see is this. And then it comes back down. But to me, it looks like you're going to be bleeding down slowly, at least for a few weeks. I could be wrong, but that's what I see happening. All right. Exactly. I received a notification from Sheldon saying how to... Shout out to the haters, man. FOMO was coming. Yeah, just don't hate on anybody, man. God bless them all. Everyone has their own ideas, tips, and strategies. Like, everyone has their own ways of doing it, you know. I know him. He's a good guy, so I leave it, you know, I live and let live. God gave me free will and said all things are permissible, but not beneficial. Just words, man. 100%, man. You can do whatever you want. Doesn't mean that it's going to help you. 100%. I like what you're saying there. Right? You could do it if you want to. Doesn't mean you can't do it. Like, it just like, is it beneficial for you? What do you think about Cardano? I've always liked Cardano. I hold the law. I hold it and stake it. We'll see where it goes, you know. I'm not like, it's not amazing, but it's cool. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. There'll only be 21 Bitcoin, but in reality, 4 million were lost forever. 738K are owned by Sailor. 100.5 million locked in ETFs, and that's 6+ million coins effectively gone. And there's only 1 million left to be mined, and we're getting a bit of a supply shock coming right now. Yeah, but again, they won't have the security Bitcoin has, because that's the point. Yeah. But only one, Sam Price. Hey, God bless you, man, whoever said that. Thank you. Yeah, we've been looking at BOOKMAP. It says that we hit this 350 level, but again, there's liquidity up here too, all the way up to 75,000. We break through this red, I believe we're going to plow further higher. Once we crush this red, we're going to boom. We looked at BOOKMAP earlier. I'm a Mad Hatter. God bless you, Marcus. RC Moore. 1 hour head and shoulders. Which way? Inverted or kind of shoulder, head, right shoulder there? I don't know. 1 hour looks pretty green to me. I see. You see this is a shoulder. This is a head. I could be. Feels like it got negated already, though. Like when you get a green candle next to the shoulder, that's kind of a wrap. Some says, looks like we're making an Adam and Eve on the daily. Could be kind of a backwards Adam and Eve, I guess. You're right, you know. Really need to see a bigger green close today for the daily. Very important. 8 hour got a pump, or, you know, it looks like it might even just close sideways, but we got to get our next green. Love to see the 4 hour rip. I mean, the 4 hour has just, like, that's as tight as you get. Usually a big move is coming. I expect a pump. The stochastics are low. You're on the 21 above the 200. I've backtested it for years. I expect a pump, but again, who knows, right? After today, man, you never know, man. You never know. Ever tempted to play around with the trading memes? Yeah, 100%. We trade memes all the time. Yeah. I ran through Bitcoin chart counting candles from the top to bottom and made tea. Yeah. Don't let your schooling get in the way of your education. Amen. Yeah. Would have been nice to close everything in the green today, but hey, Stay with us in the group, man. We're not done yet. If you want to follow along with what happens to me today, go to cryptolifer.com and join the Discord. And you're going to find out whether we win these trades or not, what other trades we take tonight. If we win massively or we lose massively, you will see. You will find out as this trade starts to continue. All right? I like it. I like what we're doing here. I like this. I'm taking my years and years of back-tested models. If I lose, I did what I was supposed to do. I didn't use emotions. I didn't jump and listen to somebody else. I didn't go crazy. So go to cryptolifer.com and jump on in, folks. We can't wait to see you there. Okay. Crypto Lifer, baby. Oh, I got some news. Let's take a look at the news today. Florida lawmakers approve state stablecoin licensing framework, which is pretty cool. Supports say legislation aims to align state oversight with federal digital asset policies adopted last year after the passage of the Genius Act, which sets nationwide standards for reserve management and transparency for dollar-pegged digital currencies. Pretty cool, right? And that's in Florida. Pretty nice to see. Bitcoin advocate land-based XRP citing a centralized concerns. Da Vinci Jeremy, XRP structures allegedly centralized control. Contrasted XRP perceived limitations with Bitcoin's design. The debate highlights ongoing discussions regarding blockchain and decentralization. Kind of like, do you want to centralize? It's like a digital bank. It's like the same version of a bank, but in crypto, right? Hey, Sam, thanks for the trades this morning. I get in and out and a nice scalp. Pump my total portfolio by 7.5. Cheers, brother. God bless you, Mr. Blockton. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Hackers plant crypto drainer in Bonk Fund Solana meme coin launchpad domain. Solana meme coin launchpad Bonk Fund was hacked on Thursday after malicious hackers hijacked a team account. The perpetrators planted a crypto draining script on the platform's domain that drained funds from unsuspecting users who clicked a fake terms of service message. Phishing attacks in the crypto sector have increased significantly. It takes one click. Be very, very careful. Keep your stuff in a hardware wallet, and if you click, it doesn't matter, but be careful, folks, please. Alameda Research unstaked $17 million in Solana as FTX repays continue. Sending more Solana into circulation. Interesting, right? Bitmine now holds 4.5 million ETH after 60,976 token purchase. Bitmine Immersion Technologies lifted its Ethereum holdings to about 4.5 million after buying 60,000 more tokens. The company reports 10.3 billion in total assets, over 3 million ETH staked. It's insane. And, when ETH does even get back to break even, they'll make so much money on the staking. That's going to make a lot of money. The stake is really the money there. And then, $2,000 ETH to me seems like a pretty good place to dollar cost average because I think $1,000 is the lowest it ever goes again. It became a pretty stable asset, though, which is also depressing, 12 countries are quietly mining Bitcoin, VanEck analyst claims. Okay. Miners pivot towards AI and power infrastructure. Siegel also argued that Bitcoin mining stocks remain one of the most attractive opportunities in the crypto sector. Many mining companies are shifting their infrastructure to support artificial intelligence workloads. And they'll be able to mine probably cheaper, quicker, faster, and in some other ways, right? So that's pretty cool. The average price of Strategy's purchases, right? They're just doing amazing, man. $75,000 even, and they're at 70K Bitcoin. For a volatile asset, I think they're doing pretty good with how much they put in. Bitcoin price prediction 68K support may trigger a bigger move. I don't really go by this, but it's fun to kind of look at it. The heat map also suggesting a possible push up. Whale orders point to a fast move once the range breaks too. And that's what we're looking for, and we may be very close to the range breaking today. And the Fear and Greed Index here, let's double check, but at an 18. And it was always at a 5 down at 60K. This tells me that we may be headed further to a high $78,000 region for BTC in the interim. And there you have it. One last thing I want to talk about, which I shouldn't, but I will go over it, is I asked Grok, I said, from my X post alone, how good have I been in crypto on the calls? How have my accuracy been? And he said, okay, here's an objective breakdown of the Crypto Lifer calls over the last 3 years, March 2023 to 2026, based on a deep dive into your public post. You're a full-time trader, educator with a clear style, multi-time frame TA, support, resistance, patterns, like cup and handle, double bottoms. It knows me so well. Isn't that crazy? Divergences, heavy Bitcoin focus, occasional ETH Sol Caspa mentions, and strong Bitcoin bullish bias. You run a paid community, lifers with live streams where you call entries live. Overall accuracy, major trend directional calls, very strong. 80% hit rate on the big picture. You consistently called the end of 2022, early 2023 bear market, and rode the entire 2023 to 2025 bull run. Bitcoin went from 16 to 25 lows to 100K in 2024 and new all-time highs around 110, 126. You were positioned long and vocal about it the entire way. Short-term TA bounce calls above average for crypto Twitter, 55 to 65. Estimated hit rate for visible posts. You often post nailed the reversal, called the pump or boom, and delivered right after, especially in streams. All coins are few higher profile public ones, but your ETH cup and handle bottom call, January 25, your Sol and Caspa mentions aligned with their big runs before later corrections. Not a meme coin chiller, more a blue chip focused. Verdict, above average compared to most crypto accounts on X. You got the multi-year bull market directional right. When many were still bearish, you're calling tops too early, baby. Not perfect, no trader is, and 2026 has been more mixed during the correction phase, but your macro edge and TA setup spotting stand out. Key examples, April 2023, you explained the Fed's inflation metric changed as a signal they had to print. Bitcoin will win and absorb all the asset class. Spot on. Bitcoin launched from 25 to 30K range into a massive rally. January 2024, you warned stop shorting Bitcoin and highlighted short squeeze setup, alts breakdowns. Correct. Bitcoin breakout and kept climbing through 2024. This is just a crazy, right? January 2025, Adam and Eve double bottom pattern on Bitcoin. Over 80% chance it pumps. Sammy Cup and Handy has spoken. Similar pattern on ETH. Cup and handle calling the bottom. Nailed it. Bitcoin and ETH both blasted to new highs shortly after. Like, this is dope. So like Grok was like, dude, we got you, baby. We got you. You know what I mean? Multiple posts calling local bottoms around 65 to 71 using monthly support, tweezer bottoms, hidden divergence, free and greed extremes, and channel bounces. You've noted live my edge said wait, then called the bounce. Boom. Mixed but respectable. Some bounces hit his call. The broader correction has tested those levels, supporting your 90% odds the bottom is in. January 2026 is still playing out, right? So we'll see, man. I don't know what's going to happen, but 90% of the time when the Fear and Greed Index hit A5, we have bottomed for a few months. So it's a chance that 60K does hold us long enough, folks. So we just got a 4-hour candle to close. It was a bearish close in a way with a big wick down. This may have to come back down. And this could easily dump on us, folks. I know it's sad, but like this could just come and railroad us, right? I don't know what's going to happen. All I can do is take a shot here at what I think could be possible, right? I still like the oil entry. I'll recapture it at the right time, you know? And with Bitcoin, we'll see where it goes, right? So anyway, shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you all for your constant viewership, your love, and support. I'll be here every single day, back tomorrow fighting the markets like we do. And again, this was just 2 hours of my trading day, you know. There's a lot more trading to be had today, and we'll see what happens. The volatility looks pretty good. Well, you know, that summary was all facts, no bias, Sam. Yeah, I mean, it was AI. AI gave that. You know, I didn't write it. No human being wrote it. There was no one behind it that likes me. You know, AI, I guess, is always trying to make you feel good. I guess AI doesn't want to put you down. I want you to keep using it. So maybe it would be light on my back. You know, but I mean, those are the major market moves that have happened the last few years. We've been right along with them. You know. Yeah. Oil entry at 94. Yeah. I don't have real big losses because those calls are when I go in heavy on spot. You see what I mean? So like I don't really have losses in that. And when I make a massive call like that, I don't go like I don't try to make 500K trading leverage. Like I just don't do that. I just, you know, I put in maybe a few $100,000 in spot where I believe the bottoms are. So for me, it's like the bottom calls are the bottom calls and they stick because like there's really no loss to the call there. I don't over leverage myself, you know. I really don't. To me, leverage is an add-on. If it works, it's great. If it doesn't, I have to cut it off. You know, I'm not here to lose tons of money. I'm not here to watch trend lines break and everything keep pumping. So today was another tough day of trading, as you saw. Like I tried to get as much as I could out of it. We got no follow through, a lot of back and forth. Geopolitical unrest has people kind of, you know, acting silly. We also had data today in the Forex factory, right? Let's take a look, which I missed actually talking about. Always been something lately to the last few days. Unemployment claims came in higher than expected, which is kind of somewhat bearish. So, right. Tomorrow we have more stuff coming our way. We have non-farm unemployment rate tomorrow, right? I think we had Jolt's job opening today too, didn't we? At 10? No, that didn't happen. Okay. So unemployment claims came in. There you go. Non-farm productivity, right? And more red folders tomorrow at 8:30 too. So all you can do is pick your poison, choose your risk, and go from there. Okay? That's it, folks. You can't force trades. You can't force moments. And you got to trade something that you know has worked before, at least more than 30 or, at least 30% of the time. And you go from there. Please hit the like button, everyone. God bless everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow with another beautiful live stream. We'll be in the trading group throughout the day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, stay poised, stay calm. Remember, you're in control. Just, manage the risk properly and you'll be fine. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Keep the energy up. Keep the pulse pushing. And I'll be back tomorrow. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. You can, you will, you are the best. You got to believe, baby. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you so much. So much gratitude for all your viewership, support, and love. Without you guys, I got nothing, man. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the trading group. And if you want to trade where I trade, we got links there in the pinned comment. We make it very simple to find right here in the pinned comment. Weeks, BTCC, and MEXC. Jump today. I was trading live on MEXC today. So, everyone, I love you. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Peace out.
You just gotta live with it. Real life. You ain't gotta like it.
It's kind of how the stream felt today, the way he's saying.
Look at what we did with it. Real life.